Hello, everyone.
Hey, how's it going?
It's been a long time. I know we thought that we would be speaking with you this time from England, but just like most people, our plans were changed, and we had to make alternate plans, which was difficult to do, considering all the travel restrictions that we had. I think the biggest travel restriction we had was we didn't have a truck to move the trailer. Do you think?
No, I think yeah. Well, certainly, like Mary Lou said, there are lots of restrictions. Myrtle Beach Travel Park, which is where we spent the winter, was really great and helpful. Problem was their big season is the summer, and the rates go to a point that we couldn't afford for the summer. So we needed to find someplace close by, someplace less expensive, someplace where we felt comfortable. So Mary Lou actually found this campground, and we hired a guy to tow the trailer here. And that all worked out really well.
So here is Tabor City, North Carolina. We're in a small campground, very quiet, very nice. We really, again, we're very lucky, don't you think?
Yep, I think we seem to hit really good spots.
Yep. So we're in the middle of cornfields, in a very rural area, but just over the border from South Carolina. So we're still very near Myrtle Beach. It's only about, I think, about 20 minutes.
A little bit longer, maybe.
I was going to say to North Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
So,
yep.
And our doctors. So if there are episodes, which there have been, we don't have to go too far, which makes it very nice. We haven't been doing much. We're not used to the heat down here in the south. It's been very, very warm and humid, which is the big part. It's been very humid. What else?
Yeah, I guess that's it. It's 92 degrees right now and very humid, with heat index in the low 100s. So like Mary Lou said, it's certainly not what we planned, but as Mary Lou likes to say, man plans and God laughs. So you got to be adaptive.
Yes. And I'm sure there are lots of our friends and family who have stories about how COVID has affected their, especially summer plans. Everybody makes big plans for the summer. We can't say enough about the person who we were going to hire the narrowboat from. They've been wonderful too. So we're just settled in, and we'll be here until we go back to Myrtle Beach Travel Park, which should be October 1st. And we're going to show you some of the surrounding area and the campground that we're in.
So we're coming up to the campground now. So we'll kind of pull in there and take a little bit of a lap around. You can kind of get a feel for the campground and just how nice it is, really. As the sites are fairly large as campgrounds go. It's very shaded and woody.
And the bonus is, although we don't have the ocean, we do have a winery.
Yes.
So there's a winery run by the same family right here at the campground, and we've been once for a wine tasting that was delicious and fun, and it's a nice way to meet other people. A lot of people just stop by, but sometimes fellow campers will come in.
The winery's on the left. The campground entrance and all, where you check in, is over here on the right. The large building, I don't know if you got a good look at it. Sure, you did as we were driving in. They do weddings and whatnot there. So as we kind of pull down the lane here.
Don't know what you can see, but there's a pool, and today a lot of people at the pool. On the left, there's a little chapel area with a little pond, which we believe they use as a wedding site, a wedding area They have a large hall in the welcome center that I think they use as a reception area for weddings.
So we're coming through some of the campsites. We usually come up this way. Most of the sites are pull-through. There are some back-ins, and there are some back-to-backs, which those are the last ones that seem to fill up. They've been adding more wood chips the past few days, so you can kind of see the new wood chips on the sides and the big pile of wood chips in front of us.
I think the big thing about this campsite is there are, I think, a lot of people who stay long term, just like in the campground in the past. They, nurses, visiting nurses who are staying, working in the area, maybe because of COVID. We know that the person who hauled our camper in had also the same day hauled in 2 nurses who were staying in a camper while they worked in the area. They have left now, so I think probably they were COVID medical people, although we never had a chance to meet them because they had strange hours. But anyway, this is kind of backed into our site. The people around us are fairly permanent. All right, so we thought we'd continue this but move inside because it is above 90 degrees here, and it has been almost every day since we've been here. So we're in the air conditioning. We just wanted to finish up, kind of touch on some issues I mentioned up front, that we had some health issues. One of the reasons we started the vlog was to kind of talk about being people of a certain age, older, who have health issues, and how you kind of handle that as you're on the road, which is part of what we're learning. So we did have an issue when we first moved here to North Carolina. We've had a few over the course of our travels, but we didn't want to leave that hanging. We kind of wanted to let you know what the issue was and how it was handled. So I'm going to let Ken do that because it was his issue.
Yeah, and as Mary Lou said, the day we moved from Myrtle Beach was really hot, and it was quite a bit of work to get things ready. Because we weren't doing it ourselves, we were kind of under pressure because the transporter was coming. So after we got here and set up and all, I got kind of a headache, and it lasted for a few days. It wasn't really going away, and then my vision started to deteriorate. So we went to the hospital and found out that I had had a stroke, and it had been a few days before. So thinking it was the day that we moved. But it's been a few weeks now, and it's pretty much all cleared up. My vision has returned to normal, and the doctors say that I'm doing everything that I should. So we're back. Hopefully it won't be so long between videos again. We do have a small video. As Mary Lou mentioned, it's really been hot, and so we get some afternoon thunder showers, and we got stuck in a downpour with hail.
Yes, the very dangerous downpour. We had to pull over, and because we couldn't see anything. And once we pulled over, it started to hail. And I understand that there was a terrible hailstorm the same day up north.
If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you would like to get notices of more videos, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, which will give you the notices. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a way of keeping track of us. And I think that's probably about it, unless you have something else to add.
Just about comments.
Yeah,
we'd love to get some comments, or if you have any questions. We're kind of laying low and taking little exploratory rides out and checking out the area. So if you know places in North Carolina near Taber City, that would be great, because we're kind of isolated. But it would be great to hear from you and get your comments.
Yeah, or if you have questions too about what you might like to see, or questions about living in a small space, and hopefully we'll be doing some more videos about that. Yeah. So this is Ken and Mary Lou signing off. Have an awesome day, because we are.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.